Greetings, Earthlings! My name is Zero Jake and welcome back to Space Engineers, where last episode we set up this lovely mining drill bit system. Now what I've done is I've gone and collected resources and done the boring stuff, which is welding up this conveyor pipeline up to a cargo container. This cargo container then feeds down into a connector which the rover can connect to so that we can access the resources. Because, you know, it's a pretty straightforward thing. And so now we've got access to the large cargo container. Hooray. All good things. We can also access the drills directly if we want to. Now, we do have a slight problem. And that problem is that we're gathering a lot of stone. And since I don't want to have to, you know, manually control the drills when they're going in, and hold right click when we're in stone and left click when we're in ores, we're going to need a way to filter out the stone that we've got. Because whilst some stone is useful, not all of it's going to be. And if we do need stone, I'll just dig up a random patch nearby or go near to a cliff face and, you know, mine some up. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be creating a filter system so that we can filter all the stone we have out of the system. Well, out of the cargo container. That's basically it, yeah. So, in order to do this first, I'm going to demonstrate what we're going to do. We are going to build a connector on the cargo container on this side, which is going to throw out stone. Now, we could just leave it so it just falls and just rolls away, but that's not, you know, environmentally friendly. So, instead what we're going to do is we're going to build a kind of bucket where it can throw the stone into, and as stone gets thrown in there it despawns, and technically we can just throw an infinite amount of stone in there. Cool? Cool. Right. So first things first, we need to build some steel armor blocks. We don't have enough room. Give me a second. Scaffolding in this game is quite precarious when you don't have access to hydrogen. Right, so what we want is we want this to be connector block, right? So this will be the limit, okay? We won't put that there for now. We're just going to slowly but surely increase this. So we want a 3x3 hole that's 2 deep. Okay? It's simple enough. And we can go below this thing and build it up as sun sets. So we want to go over here, and we want to go along carefully. Careful, thank you. We don't, this isn't Minecraft where you can just hold shift and not fall off edges. You've got to be very delicate about it. So it's 3. There we go. And obviously, you know, once we've built this, we can walk around it very easy. As a kind of viewing bucket platform thing. And just need to go across. Carefully does it. 2 more. 1 more. Oh god, that was close. See, there we go. So we place the connector there, connector drops stone into bucket, bucket destroys stone. Good. So let's go and place the connector. There we go. Connector foutu. Blech. Good. Right. Now we just need to place the rest of them. So the thing that I've got in plan for this is we'll go... I might want to make it stylized later, but for now we'll have it just straight iron armor blocks. I'm also going to create a... let's do this properly, shall we? There we go. This is going to become harder and harder. Right, cool. Yeah, I am going to use a platform for this. Hoop. Get on top. Get on top. Thank you. And then we just want this going round. There we go. And then last of all, we just need a base. So we're going to have a few slopes here. Let's throw in a base. So that's 1, 2, 3. Right? And all we need to do now is we need to weld the bottom section at the very least. I didn't damage myself. Stop making noises. Yeah, so let's just grab some steel plate. Because the first thing that we're going to do, right? So we're not going to weld up any of these armor blocks. No, we've got to weld up the other thing that requires steel, which is this. So I just need a bit more steel, and then we can start welding up the steel plates, turn on the lights. I mean, at the current point, because the connector isn't built, it's going to be annoying for us to get the resources, but should be easier. Right, there we go, that's that. And now to weld up the bottom blocks. I'll be back in a second. And there we go. We have ourselves the connector and we have ourselves the bucket. Fun times. Of course the top rim hasn't been done because we were running low on steel and didn't have enough to build an extra block, but that's fine. Let's just throw the rest of our stuff in here. I don't have any extra stuff. I calculated it exactly. Never mind. Okay, right. So now that we've got the bucket and we've got the connector. Which connector? This one, connector 2. Okay, see, I'm going to label you connector filter. We might have done this a tiny bit incorrectly. Just a tiny bit, because I've forgotten one key part. Yeah, I did. Right. I'm going to need to change a few things around, but the thing that we are going to be using, magically, is the conveyor sorter for the one and only time which I can be bothered to use it. Basically, what you do is you either whitelist or blacklist some items, and everything else gets thrown through, right? It's pretty straightforward, so let me just grab the connector, since that shouldn't need to be there yet. Just throw a dummy one here. As Jake realizes his mistake. Anytime you're done. Thank you. Throw that. No, we don't need to. Okay, so first things first. I'm gonna need to get some. Right, let's do this properly so that we can do it in one go. Right, I need 50 interior plate. Okay, it's not gonna happen in one go because we're not gonna be able to carry all of this. We can access it from here, can we? Probably. Yeah. So we want to throw a conveyor sorter. Make sure that the arrows go in the direction we want the stuff to be thrown. Let's weld this up a bit so I don't instantly kill it. Grind down a bit. Go under. Stick that on there. Reapply it. If I can do so without dying. There we go. Right. What else do we need? We need construction component, 120, 50 small steel, 20 computers. You going to allow me? I think the answer is no. Which is a shame, but I can access it from here, so that's fine. I'm just going to grab the last of our steel, throw down a kind of platform here for me to walk on so that I can easily access it here. Throw this stuff back. I need more construction component than I currently have. Fun times. Oh god, that's fun. Yeah, 22. 20 computers. 2 motors. Yeah, ran out of construction component. That's a shame. Right, I'll be back in a second once I've got the construction component I need. Alright, so there we go. We have our conveyor sorter done and we've got our connector. So all that should remain to do now, he's crossing fingers, is we go into here. So we've got control 1 set up for the drill, right? So we're going to go to control 3. Hang on. Yeah, both of those are going to need to be used. So we're going to go into control 3. Now, we have the connector, obviously. So we're going to go connector, filter, right? We go to the conveyor sorter, and then we can go down. We can do drain all if we want to. We don't want to do that yet. And we want to go filter whitelist, right? We don't want to go and find stone. Should be there. Add that. And what it will do is it will want to bring all the stone with it. So it will only allow stone through. If we click drain all, then it will throw all of the stone through the filter, through the sorter, right? It does use energy, but not that much. It's only 250 watts. So yeah, if we have a look at inventory, you'll see if we go, we can see that the filter doesn't have any. Sorter does have an inventory size because it needs to if it's going to do sorting system. We could use these sorters to make a sorting system if we wanted, but I prefer programmable blocks because they're less resource intensive in terms of in-game resources, as opposed to, you know, computing resources, in which I think it's more expensive. Anyway, so we want to hit drain all. Okay, and this will now drain all the stone. If we go stone, it will drain it all into the connector at 1,000 litres each. 1 kiloliter each. Which is pretty good. And, you know, we've got 50 litres of the stuff. So we've got 21,000 stone in here. All good. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go into here, find connector filter. We're going to say on off and throw out. So currently it's on, as you can see, it's on. Do I have spectator for this? No, I don't. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, and so what we do is we put that on, and now it's going to throw out all this stone into here. Now, this shouldn't be damaging it, he says. Yeah, we're just going to go double check to see if that's actually damaging it. Go to space master for a second. No, I didn't need to do that, I forgot to mention it. You fool. Yeah, we don't need that. Thought we did, but we didn't. Yeah, so we've now got a sorting system that's going to make a clanging noise. And we're just going to have a bunch of grassy stone in here. Well, technically it's dirt, but you get the point, right? Cool. So if we go check the cargo container, we can see that we're down to, you know, 26,000, 24,000. So we are getting rid of quite a large amount of stone. And with that, we should see that some of these should be despawning if we wait for a bit. We can try and find some that despawn. Okay, haven't seen any that despawned, but I swear it happens. So yeah, we're just gonna leave that there. If the case comes that, you know, this doesn't empty, then we've got plenty of room to have all of that stone in. In fact, we could just have a cargo container there, but that's more expensive. Anyway, so let's do the business which is, if I do that, will you start moving? Yeah, you will. If I do this, will you start moving? No, we need to turn you on. Good. Right, so now what we're going to do, turn on this, start descending. Slowly but surely. And then we're just going to turn on the drills. Leave them to their business. Doesn't look safe, but trust me, it's 100% safe explosion. Yeah, so what we need to do now is we need to wait until this thing gets, what, 14 meters deep? 14 meters deeper? Yeah. Which we could time-lapse if I wanted to. Yeah, let's do that. Let's hop up here. You're over there. Okay, we'll go over here and we'll have a look. Get rid of you, get rid of this, and time-lapse. Right, okay, we've started to reach iron. You can see down there there are some rocks that are iron shaped. If we want to fall down, get a better look. Well, no, a better look would probably be just accessing the inventory. Yes, here we go, we're getting iron. And that's now being stored in the large cargo container, with all the stone just getting thrown into the connector and just I have forgotten the word. Thrown away. There. Okay, sure game. Those rocks in the mining pit, they're just things. We're at maximum length. No, we're not at maximum length. We got another third of that to go. But yeah, these are despawning because there are no green ones anymore. There are just regulars. See, they just despawned. So that system works completely fine. And if we go into the rover, I just got hurt by something. We can go into the rover. We can do that, and we can put all of our lovely iron into cargo container 2. So if we go iron, we can see that we've got 10,000 of it. Thumbs up. And now that we've gotten down to that level, it's going to be much easier to access the iron. And what we can do is we can just, since we've covered this area, we can just extend where the outer drills are, slow down the rotor, keep the rotor the same, slow down the pistons moving, and then we can also mine the extra bits around here, right? With barely any cost. Don't want to fall down. I think we're not mining anymore. Yeah, we didn't place this drill at the correct location. Oh well. I'm sure that's going to be fine. Yeah. We're at maximum length. We want to stop the drill now. Hello drill, you can stop moving now. You can stop turning. And now I want you to reverse directions. Get back up. And then once this thing's up to a sufficient height and there are no more deadly rocks going to kill us down there, then we'll drop down and see what we've got. Yeah, so this drill wasn't placed in the correct position, which is why we don't have as much iron as I would think that we'd have. Maybe we need to place it more over here. But we can move the drill, right? We can tear down the drill bit and the wiring and move over to a different location and drill down. So it's completely fine. Since we've got the plan all done, let's get the jetpack. Go down here. And here we go. Lovely little hole, and that's definitely not going to detach and kill me. If I was playing multiplayer, you can detach the rotor head. So what people would do is detach rotor head, these fall down and kill me. Yeah, so we mined a bit of iron, basically. We should be more over that way. Never mind. Looks like this drill site's already done. Actually, if I go to the rover for a second. You've got an ore detector. Yeah, there's some cobalt down there. It's 40 meters, but it's still cobalt. Hi game, you okay there? Give me a second. Show all warnings. What just happened? Waiting for present. Sure. Draw. Okay. There's graphical issues. Okay. Yeah, probably because I was viewing too much grass at one time. Because, you know, all this grass makes the place look a bit more alive and textured. Anyway, retrieving this. We actually need to find a way in order to move this without too much hassle, which we shall probably work on in a future episode. Maybe not the next one. Next one we might do something else. We might do some more mining stuff, because that seems to be the number one problem we have is I can't be bothered to mine at ridiculously slow speeds. Anyway, let's go collect our rewards for this venture. It's definitely not enough iron here to recoup the amount of resources we spent on this, but it's something, especially since we can just, you know, salvage this thing to get the resources back. So let's unlock and start rolling. Yeah, so we might work on the mining rig again in the next episode to make it more mobile, but I think that's going to require a proper design thing to do. You know, create a large grid vessel, rover maybe, and then have a small grid drill on the underside of it, where we just use the same method that we've done there, just lower it down and it mines for us. Something to consider anyway. Yeah, I don't think I've actually shown the... do I want to go up or down? That's down. No, this is down. Yeah, don't... Lock, please. Give me a second. Yeah, it's because we've got a lot of inventory space that we're not riding high right now. So let's keep moving. I'm increasing the suspension because, well, we'll probably encounter a problem where this thing just collapses. Yeah, crest the hill. It's much easier going down these hills than up. Hi fellas, do you want to stop making me nervous? I should probably have lights on as well. There we go. Lights are on. The gates are open. Right, careful. There we go, steady. And then increase speed. Careful. There we go. That's how you do it. And then we can just turn around. Cruise back home. See the lovely solar panels that we've got. Yeah. So there are two ways that we can make the mining rig, quote unquote, move around. The first is put it on wheels. The second is put it on thrusters. The thrusters is going to be way more expensive in terms of moving it, but it is going to mean we can move it quicker. The wheels means it's cheaper to move, but we might have to work more on finding a way to maneuver through this hilly terrain to get to our mining destination. Right, we can turn off the lights. Start moving back. Okay, we're in the correct position and lock. There we go, and our ore should now be decanted into the refinery, and the refinery will now give us, iron, the thing it's supposed to do. So we can unlock this and move away and park. Ta-da! Right, so that'll be that for this episode. I'll work on some more designs for how we can get the mining rig to move. But until next time, my name has been Zero Jake. End transmission.